Good morning, everybody. My name is Kortu Marvie, and today I will be talking about my persuasive speech. Today I would like to persuade everybody on how I can help change the police view on the public. The reason why I want to help persuade everybody is because, as we all know, our law enforcement have done some pretty bad things in the past or in recent past that have caused a lot of people to not trust them, to not like them, to even hate them at this point. One thing I can tell you for sure is that I came from a city called Baltimore, Maryland. It is in the East Coast, right about 40 minutes from Washington, D.C. And I have witnessed a riot, the Freddie Gray riots, the Baltimore uprising. And what had happened was, there's a young black male who, got racially profiled and targeted. He was afraid for his life. He ran. The police chased him down, and the police beat him severely, broke his legs, broke his arms, put him in the back of the police van, drive recklessly, where he was handcuffed, and he ended up breaking his neck before he could reach to the hospital. This caused a lot of tension and hurt in the city. That created riots, people burning things down. And one thing I would say is that what I would like to do if I was in charge of the police, which I think would help change people's perspective, is hold the higher ups accountable. The reason why I say this is because, as we've seen in the past, the police usually just, give their task force or whoever of the associate that is a slap on the wrist. And what I mean by that is they would give you like a paid leave, or they would just give you a leave. You wouldn't be arrested compared to other minorities who get arrested for something. They're sitting in jail and have to be put out on bond and wait for the trial, or they just sit in jail, which is serving free time basically, and waiting for your trial. Or these police officers would just sit at home and be with their families and not have to do much. That a normal prisoner or criminal would have to go through. So what I would like to do is I would like to hold the top higher ranking officers accountable. What I would like to do with that is I would like to cut their pay down. Now, by cutting their pay down, I feel like it will put more pressure on them to try to put more pressure on their employees and staff. Now, with this being said, nobody likes their pay being cut down, especially bosses. Every people who are ranked as high as they are ranked, they don't want their fellow associate to just come and ruin everything that I worked so hard for. So they will put more pressure on their associates and have more discipline. Another thing I would like to do is fire the higher ups if it's really that bad, as such as if it comes to, the associates killing innocent civilians. If that's the case, then I believe the higher ups need to be fired, because there's no way that you should be a leader and you're supposed to be serving and protecting the people, but yet your people is out here killing other civilians. That's unacceptable, because a life cannot be replaced. And another thing, that I would like to do is I would like to if I was in charge of the police, I feel like this will help change the public mindset on the police, as well as I would like to take some fundings out of the police, but not a lot, just some, just a little, about, like, let's say like 5 to 10%, decrease funding. And the reason why I say this is because 5 to 10% wouldn't really hurt the police as much, but it will also go into low-income neighborhoods. I mean, let's be honest. Middle-income neighborhoods in the suburbs don't need it as much as low-income neighborhoods in the inner cities. Now, with this being said, these inner cities will prosper from new books. Like I said earlier, I'm from Baltimore. A lot of the schools does not have new books. A lot of the schools does not have new pipes. There's always a water main break. Bus pipes, water flowing out, schools getting closed. It goes towards the teachers, the quality of teachers. Building playgrounds. The police will also help these people build new playgrounds to try to interact with these people. And the reason to that is because most of the time, in minority neighborhoods, when you see police officers, they're not really trying to interact with the people. It's more like, I'm watching you, You don't want that type of feeling. Nobody like being watched. Nobody like being, judged without them doing anything bad without basically having proof. So I would like to establish that type of trust, love relationship, and also that type of tough love on the police as well, because I believe that if you're too soft on them, people are just going to keep doing what they are doing. It's going to hurt our law enforcement. It's going to hurt our citizens. And I believe that by establishing these new rules and also taking the higher ups to classes, better leadership classes, how to handle certain stuff, how to not be biased. And the reason why I say this is because, yes, you can send your employees, but if the higher ups don't have any clue of how to handle stuff better, and these things are happening today, as you've seen the George Floyd trials going on, people are scared that, they're not going to get enough justice that they demand, then that is a problem. So the higher ups need to know exactly how to handle certain things, how to handle certain situations, especially situations like these. I hope that's able to persuade my audience, not just my audience, but other citizens on the police view. I feel like with the outcome of these results, a lot of people will feel much better about the police. It would take time to build that trust. Nothing is built overnight. One of my favorite sayings is Rome wasn't built overnight. So that is my persuasive speech. Thank you.